Hello, and welcome to the Destiny podcast for the Blueberry Muffins clan. This is going to be episode number 9. I'm Kstate. I'll be your host today. Running solo. Nobody wanted to join me. What's up with that? Like, Bow's dog's off the grid. Tesh is doing whatever she does. Baron's being an adult. I don't know what that's like. But, without further ado, we've got Destiny 2 Update 2.0 yesterday. Just dropped. We're going to be running through the patch notes. We're going to be running through good PvP weapons. We're going to talk about what you can expect from the next week and beyond. Bungie has given us post-launch information, so we'll be taking a look at that later. Without further ado, let's just jump right into these patch notes. So, Destiny 2, Update 2.0. What can we expect? Lots of changes right off the bat. Many changes, all right? Nothing too big until September 4th, right? Wrong. All right, we got a lot of stuff. We got exotic armor changes. We'll start with the hunters. Orpheus rig no longer grants super energy on bloom and damage sharing. Okay, it's a big change. Might be a nerf. It's a huge nerf, actually. Raise the base super amount that you receive from tethers to create a more consistent and less exponential experience. Okay. So this means you won't be getting your super as much. With bloom and damage sharing, that means that every single enemy that you hit with your web would exponentially increase the damage and also give you more super back. So what this is telling me is that they don't want infinite supers, especially on those Titan Hive ritual ones. That's a big change. Let's see. Super energy is scaled up when more powerful enemies are tethered. This is a good change. That means that yellow bars and bosses, when they're tethered, it'll scale a little bit better than just using your tether on trash mobs. That's a good change. That's actually a buff. When used with Mobius Quiver, that's the one that gives you more. Grants additional tether shots. Does not grant ability energy on tethering targets. Okay. Wow. So it gives you more shots when you have more shots, but you don't get that super energy back. So that's a good balance. Interesting change. Probably more for the PvP side. So this means that, like, in 6v6 you can hit more targets, but it won't give you your super energy back. That's a big risk reward factor there. Celestial Nighthawk now grants 33% of your super energy back if the target is killed by the shot. That's a good change. That's a huge change. So now it makes it more likely to use it on a yellow bar in the middle of an encounter or the middle of a strike, and you're not holding it until a boss fight. That's big. Wormhusk Crown no longer starts regeneration of health and shields. Instead grants a larger health and shield bump at the beginning of dodge instead of at the end. Wow. Okay. So, me and a couple guys were playing PvP yesterday. This is a huge change. Wormhusk is no longer OP, and actually might be underpowered. This is a huge nerf. What we were seeing is that it only grants between 30 and 50 total HP, which honestly is not that great. Nobody yesterday was running Wormhusk Crown anymore. Might help you in some certain situations, but really, it's not the crutch it used to be. Find something else, like Knucklehead Radar. Wow, this was a crutch yesterday. Enhanced radar resolution while crouching. Huge. So, if you don't know, Knucklehead Radar gives you radar when you're aiming down sights. Kind of like the Mida does, but it gives it to you with all primary and secondary weapons. This means that all the snipers in the second and first slot have radar. Huge. You won't get ganked. And also, enhanced radar resolution when crouching. Okay, so a lot of people already know this, but it makes the segments on your radar smaller so you get a little bit more precise. And I think somebody said that it increases the range of your radar as well. We'll have to test that out and find out. But Very cool stuff. Lucky Pants, extended duration of illegally modded holster. Okay. Kind of nice change. Nothing huge. Shinobu's Vow, skip grenade returns some energy when it damages an enemy. Pretty big. With the changes to grenades that were in this patch, you'll be getting them even faster now. And you have 2 of them, so huge. Alright, on to Warlocks. A Stag. Rift dropped from death now has standard rift duration. Nice. I don't know why it was shorter before. Eye of Another World. Ability recharge bonus increased. Good buff. Nezarec Sin. Increased duration of abyssal extractors. Rapid kills extend the duration up to 20 seconds. Again, nice buff. Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Increased super energy regained from Nova Bomb kills. Killing higher ranked enemies now rewards more super energy. Thank goodness. This exotic finally does something. A couple clips I saw on Reddit. It's basically like Obsidian Mind from Destiny 1, if you'd ever used that. It's great. You actually can get up to like 90 or 100% of your super back, depending on what enemies you kill with your Nova Bomb. So, definitely good for trash mobs. And you can get like, I think it was like 60% on one yellow bar. But I think it was an Ultra, so he's like named. I don't know, we'll find out. Great addition to the game. Transversive Steps. Enhanced mobility. After sprinting for a short time, your current equipped weapon is automatically reloaded. As if this exotic could get any better. They did it. You just ammo in your gun all the time. Crazy, Bungie. Crazy. Winter's Guile. Tuned damage and duration per stack to be more consistent. I like consistency. Who doesn't like consistency? Titan. MK44 stand-asides. Overshield granted by sprinting appears faster. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to be huge. Because shoulder charge. 1 shots again. I don't know if you knew that. But it does. And it's freaking awesome. Okay, so MK44 stand-asides. You can get a shield and it'll appear faster than it did before. Great change. And then you can run up to your guy and he's shooting you, but you got a shield. It's okay. Boom. Shoulder charge. He's dead. Easy. Easy win right there. Hollow Fire Heart. Base cooldown reduction when super is uncharged in addition to CDR when charged. It's a lot of words. I don't know. Base cooldown reduction. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nothing huge. Pretty nice change. Helm of Kstate 14 grants allies an overshield for a short duration when passing through Ward of Dawn. Wonderful. Okay, this is Blessings of Light from D1. Helm of Kstate 14 also grants you blinding enemies when they come in your bubble. So this just makes it 10 times better. Run around with an overshield. Wonderful. Mask of the Quiet One. Increased energy gain from incoming damage. Nice. While critically wounded, health is granted from kills. Any kills. Doesn't have to be a certain type of kill. Wonderful. So that means, again, your getting shoulder charged or something. I don't know. Ooh, no, here we go. Here's a really good scenario where this is good. You're running at an enemy. You don't have your shoulder charge yet, but you're so close. And he's shooting you, right? Keep getting hit. You're low. Shoulder charge. Boom. He's dead. 1-shot kill, right? And then you get your health back so you can go get somebody else. Probably not with your shoulder charge because it's gone now, but you see where we're coming from. Crest of Alpha Lupi. Healing Pulse is more effective. Thank God. Titans needed this because your berry takes so long to proc. And you're using an exotic just to get this healing pulse, right? So you're sacrificing some serious tools. So your healing pulse is more effective. Wonderful. And I've heard that it also it's a wider radius and it applies to teammates more effectively because of the radius increase. So that's a wonderful change. Peacekeepers. Increased movement speed when wielding an SMG. All right. Makes sense since it works with SMGs. Worm God's Caress. You guys let me know down in the comments below. Tuned damage and duration per stack to be more consistent. Consistency, once again, great. All right, weapons. This is the biggest change this patch. So if you didn't know, which you probably do if you're watching this or listening to it, is that all of the weapons got rearranged in some way or another. So now you have either primary ammo, secondary ammo, or special ammo, we're calling it now, thank goodness, or heavy ammo for all of your guns. You can have special or kinetic in your primary or secondary slot. You can only have heavy in your heavy slot. And you only get 2 special ammo on spawn. So this means if you have a shotgun in your first slot and a shotgun in your second slot, you only get 1 shell per gun. Or if you have a hand cannon in your second slot and you have a sniper in your first slot has 2 shots and your hand cannon is kinetic and it has a bunch. So all of your primary ammo weapons are the things that you would think have primary. Pretty much your first and second slots of the last year. So hand cannon, scout, auto, pulse, sidearms, submachine guns all take primary ammo now. Doesn't matter if they have a burn on them or not, or an elemental damage, whatever you want to call it. They take primary ammo, the white bricks. Fusions, shotguns, sniper rifles, trace rifles, and one-shot grenade launchers all take special ammo except for the ones that are in the heavy ammo slot, which are a couple. All drum-loaded grenade launchers, rocket launchers, linear fusion rifles, and swords take heavy ammo now. Okay. Got that? Cool. The following year 1 weapons have been moved to the kinetic slot. So these are the ones that changed. Balligant, Shepherd's Watch, Hawthorne's Field Forged Shotgun, Alone as a God, Perfect Paradox, Frigid Jackal, and Silicone Neuroma. Alright. The EP Shotgun and Sniper are solar damage. This is to prevent them from stacking too well with the tractor cannon. So that would probably be OP. The following exotic weapons did not change slot and still use heavy ammo, tractor cannon, legend, Darcy, Whisper. Those are the exotics that didn't change. Alright. So, if you didn't know, time to kill, greatly reduced. It means it's a lot closer to D1 levels. And we got a couple changes to reflect that. So we've got primary ammo weapons. Increased precision damage output of primary ammo weapons. Increased in-air accuracy. Decreased body shot damage in PvE. Decreased auto rifle damage required to stagger enemies to compensate for reduced body damage. Okay. Headshots it for more. You can shoot while you're in the air. Pew pew. Alright. Reduced damage output of special ammo weapons. Increased damage of trace rifles. Trace rifles now disintegrate defeated enemies. So, we saw this change in PvP especially. Trace rifles take about 16 hits to kill, somewhere in there. 16 to 30, kind of depends on where you're hitting your shots. And disintegrate enemies, kind of like Voops do, the fusion rifles. Nice little graphic change there, or visual change. Heavy ammo weapons, grenade launchers, increased damage and blast radius. We'll get to this, but wow, is that big. Linear fusion rifle, increased damage, reduced time to charge and fire, reduced aim assist. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. They don't one-shot body. You do need headshots still. So they're like snipers, but they do a lot more damage than snipers do to the body. Swords, increased ammo, increased damage mitigation when guarding. Great. Huge change, especially for PvE, which needed this a lot. Exotics. Sleeper. Fixed issue where charge time was not displaying properly on the weapon. Magazine size increased. Reduced base damage. Good and bad there. It's not going to be super powerful, which kind of sucks, but you get a magazine size increase, so the overall DPS, when accounting for reload speed, should balance out there, probably be about the same. Let's see, Borealis. Bonus damage after breaking shield increased on precision hit. Okay. Still grants bonus damage on body shots. Great. Promethean Lens no longer generates special ammo on kill. Okay, that's a PvP change. Not that huge of a deal. Tractor Cannon Repulsor forces weaken effect now. Also increases non-void damage by 33%. No longer stacks with other weaken effects. Okay. Yeah. So we get a buff to everything, all damage types. Yeah. I don't know if I like this. It was really cool being able to just melt bosses. I mean, that was something truly special. So it sucks, but we'll live, right? Perks. Explosive payload, reduced damage output. No testing has been done on this, but kind of a sucky change. Not too happy with it. Ambitious Assassin. Increased time allotted between kills to earn bonus ammunition. Okay. Backup plan. Decreased amount of time must be stowed for perk to become active. Okay. Box breathing. Reduced time required for perk to activate. Reduced precision bonus. Perk now resets after firing. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Ooh, that's a big one. Triple tap. Grants ammo directly to the magazine. No longer pulls from reserves. Great. Fantastic. I like that. Starting with 2.0... The September 4th patch. Year 1 mods can no longer be inserted into gear or weapons. You are no longer able to insert any mods into Year 1 gear or change the elemental type come next week. So, if you want a gun... Oh wait, no. You can't insert it into gear. Never mind. So... Your primaries, if they don't have the +5, you're SOL on this one. But if you want to change your elemental type on any weapon, you still have this week to do it. I was able to do it yesterday. So, rocket launcher stability stat was not working. Okay. Impact casing perk on grenade launchers. Okay. Swords now have the ability to accept shaders. Great. We can all look the same. Visual layout of perks has changed in subclass path. Nice change. Increased base guardian melee damage. Great. You can 2-hit people now unless they have a lot more resistance. Now it takes 2 melee hits. Now, which we just talked about. Increase the damage of seismic strike, hammer strike, and shield bash. That just means shoulder charge can basically one-shot anybody that doesn't have max resistance. Added a timer to the status effect for healing rift, powering rift, and rally barricade to communicate time remaining before they expire. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so most of the grenades got increased damage. Axion Bolt will follow you for longer, though. Scatter Grenade. Okay, yeah, more reliable damage on those, probably bringing them closer to D1. Increased base damage of those 3. Oh, okay. So a magnetic grenade only detonates a second time if it's attached to a target. Kind of nice. So if you hit the ground or a wall with it, it's not going to just pop twice. It's only going to pop once. Damage is the same if you get stuck or walk over it. Kind of nice if you miss. Kind of sucks if you dodge it and then walk over it again. Everybody around, or everybody that gets hit by the first detonation of these grenades will get hit by the second hit. So if you're standing in a clump of 3 and only one person gets tagged, but the first explosion goes off and hits all 3 of them, everybody will take damage from the second hit as well. Increased damage of each skip drone for higher potential damage. Okay, kind of nice. Pairs well with Shinobus because each of those damages is going to give you some more grenade energy back. So that's kind of nice. Increased damage of initial void wall wave. This is nice because that means that if you hit somebody with it, which was hard to do in the first place, they get hit more to start with, and void wall is only effective if you are standing in it. So if you get hit with it right away and then step out, it wasn't very effective, and it kind of disincentivizes you from using it because it doesn't take, or it didn't take, or you didn't get rewarded for your skill. Now you do. All right. Marksman dodge is now a reload. It can interact with kill clip, racking, etc., which is really nice. It didn't before. Gunslinger, practice makes perfect. Night Stalker. 2 seconds added to Golden Gun. Shadow Shot will find targets more reliably. And we also noticed that it does do more damage on impact. Rally Barricade no longer requires players to take cover to reload. Magazine over time. Very nice. Opening Fist of Havoc no longer leaves a lingering damage area. Big difference. Kind of does make a big difference. So if you hit somebody and they take like some damage, but they're still standing in it, well, it's not going to be there this time, so that kind of sucks. Lowered health threshold for triggering knockout so that it triggers sooner to keep up with PvP lethality charges. Very nice. Increase the lunge range of Fist of Havoc melee action. Very noticeable. You can hit people from pretty far away now. Soul Evictus will now trigger on burn kills. Very nice. Increased Word of Dawn health significantly. Thank goodness they were easy to break before. Increase the amount of health provided by the Word of Dawn over shield. Wonderful. You got Armor of Light, right? Sentinel Shield. Increased shield throw projectile speed. Nice. No longer loses damage after bouncing. Nice. Faster attack animations. Nice. Increased Sentinel super damage in PvE. These are all very welcome changes. I don't think anybody thought Sentinel was overpowered. Definitely underpowered. Especially in both. I mean, there's no reason to run it really in PvE or PvP. Except for the bubble in PvP. I don't think you really use it in PvE. So, very nice change. Warlock. Increased healing rift effectiveness. Nice. Empowering rift now increases precision damage. Finally. Stormcaller increased PvP damage. It actually does stuff now. Arc Soul projectile speed. Useful in PvP now. Dawnblade increased Dawnblade projectile speed and base tracking strength. Did it really need that? I don't think so. Voidwalker significantly reduced the length of time that Blink disables your radar and HUD. Finally. Chaos Accelerant no longer costs super energy to use. Good. Increase the base damage. Increase the damage bonus granted by Chaos Accelerant for each Voidwalker grenade. Okay. Oh boy, okay. Year 1 meditations are gone. You got a heroic story playlist. Heroic adventures and strikes will have the same modifiers, or they'll share modifiers, the same pool. Forsaken campaign missions will be featured at 500 power, while Year 1 campaign missions will be featured at 200 power. Okay. That's nice. Oh, this is cool. Wanted escapees from Prison of Elders will now roam the open world. So this means we might see some people out there, you know? It's like public events from Destiny 1 if you played those. Random wolf pack prowling, the Swords of Crota, that kind of stuff. but you're not going to get rewards until September 4th, unless you do, because some people have been getting Forsaken rewards. Increase the difficulty of lost sectors. Okay. I like that. It kind of scales a little bit. Makes it not as farmable. Some people might not like that, but I think it's okay. Replayable adventures. Good. Heroic adventures. All destinations. Good. Destinations without heroic adventures will have them during Flashpoint Week. Random heroic adventure will be available each day. Mercury's and Mars are unchanged. And heroic adventures will share similar modifiers with daily heroics and strikes. Cool. Wonderful. Oh boy, heroic strikes have been retired, and there's a single content-appropriate playlist. Legacy. Strike playlist matches with the Legacy playlist that is currently available in Year 1. 200 power, has modifiers. Forsaken Strike playlist has 3 difficulties to select from. Welcome change. Recommended power 3, 300, 400, and 500. Okay, you can't go in the 300 or 400 once you reach 40 power or higher. Oh, okay. So when you're 440, you can't go in the 400. But 500 is always available. And it'll have modifiers. Very nice. Nightfall has retired prestige difficulty. Increase the base difficulty for all the Nightfalls. Player can choose 3 selectable Nightfalls each week. Players may select only the strikes for which they own the appropriate challenge. Okay. Or expansions. Cool. Yeah. And that's expected, right? Legacy players will still be able to enable modifiers via the challenge card. The scoring will be disabled in the 270 power Nightfall. Okay. Escapees from the prison of elders now appear in strikes, locks, sectors, and public areas. Wonderful. We already talked about that. Collections and emblems will not be available until September 4th. Exotics will now always drop at or above your Guardian's power level. Great. Year 1 challenges will no longer grant destination materials or tokens. Oh. That kind of sucks. Destination materials can be earned via bounties available from their respective destination vendors. Nice. Anything that previously granted destination tokens or rare materials will grant common destination materials moving forward. Okay. Destination tokens and rare destination materials are no longer granted, but they can still be redeemed for reputation if you have them in your inventory. Fear not. Zur, his will is not his own. He no longer displays a vendor icon on destination maps and is no longer tied to flashpoints. He has a clear purpose but cannot explain it. Forgive him. Fated engrams grant only pre-Forsaken exotics. Wonderful. That means we won't be getting new exotics from Zur, like the brand new ones in the Fated engrams. Which is kind of nice. Increases our grind for Forsaken exotics. And we gotta go find him. Wonderful. Tower. Increases vault size to 500 slots. Yay! Players can now dismantle shaders in stacks of 5 and master Owl's vendor screen. While it's nice, I wish it was more than that at a time. I mean, come on, we're all just kind of getting rid of them, right? Cade 6 has left the tower to investigate disturbances in the reef. I hope he comes back okay. Remove treasure maps and scout reports. Well, yeah. Cade's not there. Korean language. If anybody speaks Korean, please let me know. User interface, title screen reflects Forsaken launch. Great. Director screen has been updated to reconfigure the way challenges, milestones, flashpoints, and quests are presented. You can pause and read all this if you want. Nothing huge here. Collections and triumphs aren't available till the 4th. Yeah, so a lot of changes here, guys. A lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff. Pretty excited about it. Hope you are too. Yeah, so let's move on to what's coming after the 4th. Got a lot of stuff to talk about here as well. So, this is going to be broken down into stuff that's available for everybody and stuff that's available for people that bought Forsaken and Annual Pass. So there's kind of like 3 sections, right? So everything that's available this week is available for everybody. Whether you have Destiny 2 Vanilla, the 2 expansions, Forsaken, Annual Pass, doesn't matter. Everybody gets these August 28th changes, and we just talked about all those. September 1st, Gambit 24-hour free trial. I expect every single person listening to this podcast and every single clan member to be a part of this Gambit 24-hour free trial. It's going to be freaking awesome. September 4th, wonderful day. Forsaken launch. Only for people that bought Forsaken. I think that was a given, but if you didn't understand that. Forsaken means you get to play Forsaken. If you have it. If you bought it, you get to play it. If you didn't buy it, you don't get to play it. Not a big change. Collections, triumphs, and weapon slots. And random rolls. And more. Looks like that's for everybody. 14th, new raid comes out. Only if you bought the expansion. 18th, Iron Banner comes back, and everybody gets a new Crucible map. It looks like this is available for you whether or not you bought the expansion. 25th, we get another new Crucible mode, Breakthrough, and new Crucible maps go live. I believe that means that we don't get new Crucible maps on September 4th. Interesting. October, we get Festival of the Lost, but with a twist. We'll find out what that is. And more. So weekly playlist updates. Okay. And the evolution of the Dreaming City and additional surprises. Only available if you have the Forsaken. Alright, so going forward, on the left, we've got free season updates available to everybody, no matter whether or not you have the expansion, it looks like. And Annual Pass, only available if you buy the Annual Pass. So, Season of the Force with Black Armory Annual Pass content. We'll get heavy machine guns back, new weapons, new Crucible content, another Iron Banner, gameplay updates, and seasonal ranks. I think it's going to be new seasonal ranks. And we'll have the Dawning coming back. Hopefully it's not a shitty Dawning again where we don't get anything really good and it all costs a lot of money. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We'll find out. Black Armory. Discover weapons of light and fury. Add the Black Armory's treasure to your legend. Access the Black Armory, new forges, new raid layer, new exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, bonus rewards. Alright, pretty vague there. I don't think we're going to go a whole lot of, meat in these. Season of the Drifter, Joker's Wild. New weapons, new Crucible, Iron Banner, gameplay updates, seasonal ranks, and a new event that has not been announced yet. Joker's Wild, new activity experience, Gambit evolves, new exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, bonus rewards. Very exciting stuff. Season of the what? Season of the what? New Crucible content, new weapons, Iron Banner, gameplay updates, seasonal ranks, event. Penumbra. Only the brave will learn what lurks in the shadow. Only the strong will survive its teeth. New activity experience, new raid layer, new exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, bonus rewards. Alright, a lot of stuff there. Yeah. Pretty big changes, guys. So yeah. Got a lot of good stuff coming. Next one I wanted to talk about is what was good in PvP after this update. If you don't like PvP, you don't care, and you don't think you'll ever go in there, don't listen to this. But if you like PvP at all, we kind of just got a feel for what is out there right now, and I just want to share that with everybody that's listening. So, all hand cannons are 3-tap. to the head, at least. Quite a few of them, the slower rate of fires, are 1 head, 2 body shot. For example, Sturm hits 91 to the head at most ranges. Huge. Now this is if you have high or low resistance, or your enemy has low resistance. If you have a high resistance, it might take an extra shot. So kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Redrix Claymore is a 2 burst now. Pretty cool, pretty nice. Kind of sucks that we don't have it yet until we grind it out, unless you're one of the 5 lucky gentlemen in our clan that has worked way too hard for that gun. But yeah, it can kill in like 0.43 seconds if you have Despacito active. So kind of cool. Jade Rabbit 3 taps at all ranges. Mida 4 taps all ranges. Shoulder charge and Skull Fort is broken. If you didn't know, Skull Fort on an arc melee kill grants your melee energy back. So, if you shoulder charge somebody and you kill them, which you should because it's 1 shot, you get your shoulder charge back, and you can just keep on chaining those. In fact, last night I got 7 of them in a row. Pretty cool. Play of the game is the go-to for the heavy slot. Obviously, thanks, Baron. Yeah, it was good before. Now at 1 shots, you just have to get pretty close to him, and it's got a 4 kill, at least a 4 kill potential. I mean, you could wipe the whole team with it really a couple times if you somehow are playing against potatoes. Most of the shotguns are pretty useful. Most of them, not all of them, but most. Heavy shotgun or heavy spawns in 1 location in the map throughout the whole game. Thank you, Jonas. We also found out that the Ikilos and Retrofuturist shotguns were our favorite. Vay says that he is partial to Badlands. It's blue full auto shotgun. He likes Sturm and J Rabbit, but Better Devils is the best hand cannon right now. General use. Yeah, Sturm was just a little bit too niche. West of Sunfall felt good. The 180s take too long to kill. Alright, thank you, Vay. He also says that Suros was hit or miss. Sometimes it felt like it shredded. Sometimes it felt like it took forever, even when hitting headshots. Polaris was nice, but I preferred Jade Rabbit. Balligant is still top tier. Alright, and then to end on a lighter note, just kind of wanted to bring back to one of our favorite things here, the Meet the Muffins. This week's Meet the Muffins was Jonas, or as you might know him, not a Jonas brother. He's from Southern California in the Rancho Cucamonga. Yeah. You SoCal kids. Pretty wild. He's been playing Destiny for about 1.5 years now. He really likes his Exo Hunter and his Human Warlock, and he plays equally between his Xbox and his PS4. But he thinks he's going to play a lot of Warlock. He likes hiking. He likes basketball. He likes baseball. He likes swimming, biking, reading, watching movies, eating, drinking water, breathing the atmosphere, living, existing, etc., etc. So it seems like he is a definite fellow human. He's a nerd. He likes Star Trek, Star Wars, Marvel, Destiny, pop music, hip-hop, alt, classical, classic rock, and going to sports games. Definitely a fellow human, this guy. He really likes Fireball. Gotta get that guy some Fireball on the next raid, for sure. And the most important question, are hot dogs a sandwich? I'm just going to read this whole... He wrote a paragraph. I'm impressed. He really put some time into this. So, yeah, here we go. Listen, I make hot dogs for a living, aka I'm the expert on this question. I have spent the past month watching myself and my coworkers make thousands of hot dogs. I have looked all over all the boxes and bun wrappers. I consulted my boss about this very important question. The answer is that they are not sandwiches. The bun wrappers state that they are hot dog sausage buns not to be used with sandwiches. We also serve pulled pork and tri-tip sandwiches, and they are in a separate part of the menu. If hot dogs were truly sandwiches, then they would not be separate from actual sandwiches. So, case closed. There you have it, the definitive definition. Thanks to Not a Jonas Brother. And of course, the conversation and hotly debated topic will be debated for centuries to come. But thank you, Not a Jonas Brother, for your opinion. Thousands of hot dogs? Really? That's a lot, man. All right, I think that concludes this episode of the Blueberry Muffins, A Mouthful podcast. Thank you for listening. As always, you can check us out on our Twitter page. And you can check me out on my Twitter page. At Kstate Official. You know me. And, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on September 4th.